The thing is that whenever anything flies to Kiev, I mean missiles, drones, from a specific location, more from the south,
Mm.
everything usually flies by us, or even worse, over us. And when that happens, of course, we get the anti-aircraft working, different kinds. Heavy machine gun fire to missiles exploding in the air. Not so long ago, actually, we had some kind of missile, I'm not sure which, some kind of missile explode right over our building, and we live on the top floor. And the explosion was massive. The explosion was massive, and after that, we actually had like a metal rain falling on our roof. Yeah, so those were the pieces of the missile falling right on our roof. So that was a very close call.
Mm.
And also, when drones, these drones, kamikaze drones, they make a specific sound. They sound like an old Vespa, like a little, like an old motorbike, this. And it's terrifying when you hear them, because it's one of those, right? When that happens, we need to go to our corridor. The main thing is like to try to get at least two walls between the outside of the building and where you're at, so you have a better chance of surviving, if God forbid something hits the block. And that's what we do. When the sirens go off, we check. We have different channels to understand what kind of threat it is, and if we see that anything is even remotely close to us, so we need to go to the corridor and wait it out. Yeah, wait it out, and we go with our kids. During the day, middle of the night, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we are always ready, always dressed. We sleep dressed most of the time, not always,
Mm.
but when on such dates like last night and tonight, probably, we will sleep dressed. We have our rucksacks ready, like emergency rucksacks,
Mhm.
to leg it should we need to, yeah, to escape. I keep using this example because this is what really shook me, when we had to on the ninth day of the war, we had to leave. We went to Vinica, which is further to the west of Ukraine. It's a city called Vinica. Um, while we were there, we were discussing, okay, when can we go home? Yeah, we were following the news and on that. And one night, my son just said, "Well, let's go home, and if there are any Russian soldiers on the way, I'll kill them." And he's only 5. But when you hear such things, you understand that. I mean, it's just not right. This should not be. And I wonder if and which scars this is going to leave.
Yeah. So, Blythe, if you don't mind me asking, last year I believe you came back to Gibraltar for a few months towards the end of the year. We've seen some photos of you and the rest of the family here as well. With all of what you've described to me, the terror you must be going through at the moment, why have you decided to stay there?
That's a good question. And actually, I'd like to comment on that. First of all, yeah, we spent, I believe it was 3 months something, just over 3 months. And we stayed with my family there, right? And Gibraltar welcomed us with open arms and a lot of love, right? Family, friends, and just in general, everybody was so was there for us. And the idea why we went there was to take a break from the mental pressure, right? From the stress and the mental pressure. Which, of course, yeah, of course, it comes back to your question. Yeah, why did we come back home? Well, this is home. This is home. Ukraine is not going to give up. Yeah, Ukrainians are very tough people, resilient, and they will just not give up, right? And as I keep saying, I've said it a couple of times, that we will have peace, but only through victory.